Do we need another pandemic to receive another round of stimulus check? No. Yes, we don't need another pandemic to receive another round of stimulus check. The actual problem is much deeply rooted right here into the economy, which won't go away by simple band-aid fixes. The situation needs to be carefully monitored, carefully assessed, and then needs to be resolved as well. A recession is actually a good thing. You could say it's a reset for our economy where end of the one chapter begins the another one. Will Social Security and SSI claimants get a post stimulus check? So there is a possibility of Congress approving stimulus check if certain circumstances unfold. Now you might be wondering, can we be really certain about Congress? Will they going to take action this time? If this happens, yes, you'd be going to receive another round of stimulus check. The money is the tight thing right now, especially for low income, fixed income households. Speaking of the potential of the stimulus check and who could be potentially included, what type of stimulus check it could be when it comes out, and why exactly government will be issuing stimulus check in this particular scenario, also how much the stimulus money could be and when can you able to receive it. We have got all the details and I'll be breaking down all the details, all the questions, speculations right here in this video. If let's say people save their stimulus check, they are not helping out economy as much as they could be. The government wants to spend all of the money into the form of all the stimulus check in different sectors of the economy such as groceries, clothing, and many more. And through this way, money is spread out through the entire economy and positive impact will be generated. Many studies have showed that it's the best way to get money into the economy through the stimulus check. When it comes down to the next round of stimulus check, government thinks that it's very important to spend it and you can buy groceries, clothes, and other items that you need, and this is the way that you are helping out economy, also taking care of your own needs as well. I would like to elaborate that these stimulus check will be immediately sent out if certain conditions are met. If you are low income fixed income beneficiaries of social security, then you could be eligible for the financial benefit. However guys, before we proceed, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe. Let's jump right into all the details. So let me explain the situation. Is the next round of a stimulus check is on the verge, is on the horizon, or what's really going on? When those stimulus check will be sent out quickly, I'll explain why the next round of stimulus check might be already onto the horizon. Alright guys, so things are changing rapidly. We are in a rather unusual time with some unexpected developments, bills, packages, proposals, urgent need for the social security reform, and I appreciate that you are right over here checking out all these videos with all those latest information, all this latest update. It's kind of a busy and uncertain time. It's my duty to provide you all the latest information. So guys, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe, and let's jump right into all the details. I wanted to break down all the situation that could lead to more stimulus packages, more stimulus check, particularly targeting low income population. And yes, we are talking about a specific group of people right over here. Now there have been a significant events in recent months, so it's essential to understand their impact on your finances and benefits. So let's start discussing the possibility of the Congress approving a stimulus check. So there is a possibility of Congress approving stimulus check if certain circumstances unfold. Now you might be wondering, can we be really certain about Congress? Will they going to take action this time? Nothing is 100% guaranteed. However guys, there is a growing likelihood if the situation continues to develop in a certain way, then there is a very high chance that you will be going to receive another round of stimulus check. Now some people may argue that Congress would never approve another round of stimulus check, but you know guys, you need to take a look at the data. History repeats itself. History tells us the truth. In the past, we have seen divided Congress come together and support American people during these financial crises. So it doesn't matter whether the Congress is divided, are they working in union? The truth is that Congress comes together when they know the impact of the stimulus check is absolutely necessary and it's essential for economy to recover. If the right circumstances arise, they will be going to likely act once again to send out the stimulus check. Now let's focus on to the current state of the economy. You may have heard about the various reports into the news. Economy is showing signs of distress. Banks are collapsing and this could be an indicator of larger financial crisis ahead. And we have seen countries intervening and rescuing these collapsing banks. However guys, it's likely putting a band-aid onto a problem. The actual problem is much deeply rooted right here into the economy, which won't go away by simple band-aid fixes. The cracks into the financial system, the roots of the problem are still there, and the situation needs to be carefully monitored, assessed, and then needs to be resolved as well. The good news is actually bad news when it comes down to the Federal Reserve and they are concerned about the inflation. Now let's take a look at from a Federal Reserve's perspective. Federal Reserve, also known as central bank, and its chairman Jerome Powell, they closely monitor the state of the economy, and to them a good news into the economy like low unemployment and healthy economic growth means one single thing: inflation is too high, and strong economy makes it challenging for inflation to come down. And that's why to address this issue, Federal Reserve takes action by tightening their grip onto the economy and raising the interest rate. Now, what kind of an impact that will have onto the consumer? Well, you might be wondering, how does this affect you, me, as individuals, as a normal household, as a normal American? Well, here is where it hits our home. As the Federal Reserve raises the interest rates, it puts pressure onto the consumers. Take, for example, credit card balances. For example, the average interest rate onto the credit card has risen nearly 20% up from the last 16% a year ago. Now, this simple little change makes it harder for the consumers to pay off their debts and increase the overall consumer debt. Now, let's take a look at low unemployment. Is it good news or bad news? Although low unemployment rate may seem like a great news on a first sight, the Federal Reserve sees the thing differently. They look at it from a perspective as a sign of an overly strong economy, and this resulting in higher wages, excessive demand for workers. Consequently, Federal Reserve sees the need to slow down the economy, leading to more aggressive interest rate hikes. So we should pay our close attention to the Federal Reserve's action onto interest rate policies, because those interest rate policies and what called quantitative easings are the key indicators how they are managing this situation, essentially putting stimulus check into people's bank account, into economy afloat. Although it's a flawed system, the tool they have used before may be used once again. Now, unlike the previous round of stimulus check tied to the COVID-19 pandemic, you know the situation. This check has designed to aim and to revitalize the economy, but this time it's entirely different, as it won't be around the COVID-19 relief. Instead, there will be an effort to bring economy back on the track in the current potential financial hardship. Into the past, we have witnessed similar stimulus check happening during financial crisis like the great financial crisis, when economy takes a hit and these checks becomes a tool to support the American people and businesses. The current employment data is a rising concern. Despite the reports of the job creation, large corporations are announcing significant layoffs and the numbers don't simply add up. And you see how data manipulation happens. This probably suggests there is a potential manipulation happening right over here. There might be some inaccuracies in reporting those job losses. Now, to effectively stimulate the economy, it's very crucial to focus on low-income recipients. Many studies shows that they have higher tendency to spend all those cash stimulus check, which drives the economic activity very rapidly. So therefore, targeting low-income individuals with the relief checks can have a substantial impact to revitalize the economy. If you talk about the $1,400 stimulus check sent out in early 2021, the check wasn't directly related to COVID-19 relief, as it was more like a general payment. The exact reason behind those stimulus checks sent out in early 2021 are not entirely clear. Nevertheless, people received those stimulus checks, and you know what? Who cares? Once you receive the money, who cares? We are all happy about it regardless of the specific purpose. But here is the crucial point. The next round of a stimulus check, if there is a next round, then it will likely serve a different purpose altogether. It won't be for another COVID-19 relief package, because COVID is already gone. Instead, it will be more likely focused on revitalizing the economy, considering the current inflation, or bringing down the economy back from its current state. Now, we have seen the similar kind of a situation into the past where great financial crisis happened, and during those economic challenging times, we have received those stimulus checks. You can think of a recession as a great reset. You can think of recession as a reset for our economy. When economy experiences a significant downturn, it can actually help bring down the inflation. Now, trust me on that, recession is actually a good thing. You could say it's a reset for our economy, where end of the one chapter begins the another one. Now, who wants to keep paying higher prices for groceries, other everyday items, necessities? Definitely, I don't want to pay higher costs. I know about you, you don't want it either. Therefore, it's essential to understand the reason behind this stimulus check might be different, but the primary goal is to address economic challenges. For instance, in year 2000, stimulus check was issued to tackle the financial industry's collapse, while in the year 2009 it was aimed to combat the real estate market crash. What about year 2023-2024? The current indicators are pointing towards the possibility of another financial crisis. What might be the exact catalyst for the next stimulus check is still a question. We have observed these cracks into the financial system, into the banking sector, and Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes. Those could be the contributing factors, contributing more to the instability. Additionally, there are inconsistencies into the unemployment data, and with such reports, both of the job creation and the significant layoff into the large corporations, well, all those important key indicators raises a very important concern and suggest that economy is not standing onto the stable grounds. As a wise person, you don't want to jump into the conclusion too quickly and speculate about this manipulated data. Therefore, it's essential to keep eye on the situation, all those key indicators as well. If the financial situation deteriorates further, then Congress might resort familiar pattern of passing substantial relief packages that includes another round of stimulus check to support American people and our entire economy. If it materializes, it will be likely on economic recovery rather than COVID-19 relief. The main intention is to revitalize the economy, boost the consumer spending, and stimulate the overall economic activity. Many of those historical events showed that such stimulus check can be very effective tools in times of financial crisis, as those stimulus check comes to rescue very rapidly. They inject bunch of money directly into the people's hands, into individual businesses, encouraging individuals and businesses spend more money. So you really have to ask yourself, is the next round of a stimulus check is on the verge, is on the horizon, or what's really going on, what it means for you? And that's where it brings us to the next round of stimulus check.